You are standing in City Hall Station, the old City Hall Station, which opened to the public on October 27th, 1904 at 7 p.m., where 150,000 New Yorkers showed up to ride the subway for the very first time.
The chief architects of the original subway system were George Hines and Christopher Grant Lafarge. They had been working on the Cathedral of St. John the Divine, and they brought those kinds of church sensibilities downtown.
And Hines and Lafarge really embraced this notion that came out of the Chicago World's Fair. It's a notion called City Beautiful. The idea was, and it was a hypothesis at the time, that if you built things more aesthetically pleasing, you might appeal to people's better angels, and they might behave better.
They designed and decorated the first 28 stations, but this is the one station where they were really able to design it. Everything else was putting a skin on the walls of these concrete boxes, but here we had an ability to actually design. You can look at the curve of the platform and say that they really amplified those curves everywhere. You have beautiful arches when you came down the stairs into the station, and then you have these incredible timbral vaults that were created by the Guastavino company.
I think probably the most iconic thing that people think about when they think about City Hall Station is these arches made by a family of Spanish immigrants called the Guastavinos. The Guastavino arches were very, very popular for a couple of reasons, not least of which is they are incredibly fire retardant because they are made of ceramic tile. If you look at this layered tile approach, what happens is what would be not very strong if it were just one or two layers of tile becomes actually as strong as reinforced concrete.
This was a station that was lit by daylight, and that was true of most of the first original subway line. It's very, very shallow, so we could light it with daylight. In City Hall Station, the skylights used this amazing glass called Luxfer Prism glass, and it was designed so that as the daylight shone through it, it would amplify the light. So that it could fill up more space. The station closed December the 31st, 1945. By the 40s, there were so many more people living in the city and so many more people riding. We had to create longer trains. So original subway trains were 5 cars long, but by the 40s, they were 10 cars long. And so we just couldn't fit trains on this looped platform.